Hey, just wanted to talk to you. This is Rolando G. I'm back at it with another commentary. And as you're looking at the t-shirt right here, you know what this says, right? It says SYSBM. And it means a lot to a person such as myself. I'm not going to fake the funk. I think I've been SYSBM for over 20 years now and didn't know it. But now it's become more evident. And in this commentary, I'm tired of beating around the bush. I'm tired of playing the games. I'm tired of going by the usual narrative that they see you or see me as a so-called Afro-American male. I'm tired of how in the media they continuously to put the narrative like we are a broken man. These are only a select few of fellow men of color that look like us but are not like us. And it's getting very difficult to differentiate, or at least those on the entertainment side of things continuously put it like a man of color, an Afro man, can't take care of himself. An Afro man can't represent himself. An Afro man needs the stupid media, the stupid, asinine, illogical, fake media to say, oh, but there is a so-called no justice, no peace, while this Daggle, you know what I'm talking about if you know what I'm talking about, the Daggle, this charlatan, Reverend Al Charlatan, and the NAACP and these so-called BLM, Black Lives Matter, which is a freaking joke, doesn't have our backs. Never have, never will. There's an agenda at foot here. And if you can see through the cracks of it, you know what I'm talking about. You fellow Afro men of color know what I'm talking about. As you know what this stands for. The acronym is for Save Yourselves Black Men. It should say Save Yourselves Afro-Indigenous Men. But we already know. And it's more evident more than ever that SYSBM is not, I repeat again, some people think that they could just leave the SYSBM and continue to talk how they talk through videos. Some of you guys are sellouts. SYSBM is not a movement, it's a lifestyle. That is becoming into a movement with various brothers who understand what's really going on, who want to think outside the box, who actually get down to facts and real statistics and numbers. Don't go by what the media is doing, because the media wants to continue to portray that the Afro man is weak and that he needs a Daggle to speak out for him, to represent him. Well, I'm here to say and tell you, brothers, that the Daggle does not speak for myself individually as an Afro-American man. She never have, and she never will speak out for me. Lately, we've been getting silenced by this platform called YouTube because they don't want us saying what we're saying. They want us to just put up and shut up like the good little boys that we should be. But we're not. We got other platforms out here where we can express ourselves. BitChute is one of them. Other sites. You know what I'm saying? So the fact of the matter is that this particular entity, the powers that be, and the BAW and her minions, aka the Daggle and her minions, are trying to create the narrative that the Afro North American man cannot at any point in any time, hold his own. He can't hold his own. He has to continue with the narrative that somebody has to martyr him. Very interesting how this whole machine works. Very baffling, very puzzling. Well, not that baffling, because we know the real deal, and we know that we as men of color have been the unprotected ones, not this, so-called Daggle, BAW. We're the unprotected ones, not them. We're the ones getting more gunned down, more getting into situations because of them, statistically. If you really want the facts, look at the facts, and they're online. I've seen them myself. Facts don't lie. This is not an opinion. These are facts. So we can continue like most of these other fellow men of color out here who tend to turn the other way or turn the other cheek, as they say, and don't want the result, don't want to have facts, just want to go by the initial narrative that this is what we're supposed to actually conform to. Well, I'm here to tell you, fellow Afro men out there, I'm not conforming to this bullshit at all. What we're going through right now is bullshit. It's bullshit. And we don't have to take it. And I'm tired of sitting up here listening to the news day by day. I live with people who told the party line narrative view of the Daggles freaking community. If you listen and watch CNN, MSNBC, Face the Nation, other left media outlets, you are not a part of the solution. You are a part of the problem that is continuing this thing. So with that in mind, those of us fellow men who are finding ways that SYSBM is a serious thing, we're not trying to get kudos, we're not trying to make money, we're not trying to make profit. There's a whole lot of dudes out here that have their own mindset about things, and that's understandable. But I don't give a care if I'm not getting paid on this channel or not. All I care about is the motivation to give you fellow other Afro men the courage to strike it out, divest from this so-called community that means they mean you no good. These BAWs, these Daggles don't mean you no good. They're riding off the coattails of your misery. And that's not fair. That's not fair to you as a male. It's bad enough that we as men of color get always bashed in the media. Nobody comes to our aid. It's bad enough that we get shot and people make money off our misery, or people try to glamorize it through t-shirts, through murals, and act like they're a part of the solution when they know that they're a part of the problem. I never wanted to be with a Daggle. I don't want to be with a Daggle, and I most definitely will never marry a Daggle. I remember since the early 2000s, or the late 1990s, when I dated a Daggle, or suppose you know who, you know what I'm talking about. I found out how these Daggles really work, how they really are, and the kind of men that they go for. They don't want decent men. We already have known that, and I should have known that even earlier as of now. But this has just fueled the fire more. Now that I know that there are other fellow Afro-American men out here just like I am, going through what I'm going through, the jig is up. We're not tolerating the BS anymore. We're moving on. And I'm going to wear this t-shirt someday with pride even more. Hashtag divest. Hashtag SYSBM is the only way, my fellow men of color, is where we're going to find freedom and solace. All right. It's Rolando G. Hashtag SYSBM. Hashtag they don't care about us. All they do is make money off of us and make money off our misery. But we ain't got to stand for it. We continue to press forward. And as Pop said, if you ever looked at the series on Netflix, Marvel's Luke Cage, as Pop said, always forward, never backwards. Always forward. All right. Take care. Be safe. More to come. Yours truly. I'm out.